are you doing?
Good, good. Come down in Fox Country.
Yes.
Hey, are you going to get something to drink, Larry?
No.
Okay.
I want me to. I'm not walking close to it.
Okay, no, that's all right. That's all right.
He said I'm gonna walk through his building.
You said I'm not going to walk this.
Is that even open down there?
Test, 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 test. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Copy going on.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. Well, not basketball fans, it's football fans.
Football
So we're in
fans.
basketball mode. We're already ready, aren't we, Billy?
Yes, we are.
We're messed up here. Yeah, hello again, football fans. That's right. It's a Saturday afternoon of high school football here at Carl Mock Field, and we are ready to see the Hamilton County Foxes take on the Flora Wolves in Black Diamond Conference action. First year for the Flora Wolves to be a member of the Black Diamond Conference. A good addition, wouldn't you agree, Billy?
That is a great fit. I was so excited when I knew that, heard that they was coming in here, and being in that, what they call it, the East Division, isn't it? With Hamilton County and Fairfield and Carmine, all of them.
It'll be a good fit for basketball and for football.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting game today between the Wolves and the Foxes. This is what you would call a pivotal game as you see the Flora Wolves come out on the field. Pivotal game for both teams because Flora comes in with a record of 3-2. The Foxes are 2-3. So really a very important game for both teams if you want to keep your playoff hopes alive here.
Yeah, going into week 6, you know, you're trying to at least get that win number 5, you know, because they're taking a lot of teams that's coming in at 5-4. And Flora has this one, and they've got they'll have the forfeit game next week against Vienna, so that'll give them 4 wins. But then they got to play Cesar and Carmine. We've been seeing what Cesar and Carmine's been doing. You know, Cesar Valier's 5-1 conference, 5-1 overall. Carmine's 3-2, 4-2 overall. So, and with the Foxes, they're coming in at 2-3. They got this game. They got the Fairfield and the Vienna forfeit, so that gives them at least 3 wins. So you've got Flora, Fairfield, and Cesar. Of course, their second game was forfeited against Christopher, which hurt them, and that could have given them their 5th win of the year.
Right.
But, you know, for over, a year and a half now, going on 2 years, we've dealt with this COVID, so we know how it is. And with the adjacent scores going on, you know they could probably have beat Christopher.
Well, and the Foxes will look back at that game that they lost to the Carmi Bulldogs early in the season, 16-14. That was a game that many of the Foxes fans will tell you that they had an opportunity to win.
Yeah, and didn't they have the ball like on the 7-yard line or something like that towards the end of the game? And
Yeah. But the Foxes do have wins against Edwards County, 30-0, and a big win over El Dorado last week, 38-14. How many years has it been since Hamilton County has beaten El Dorado in football? I think you got to go back a long, long time.
I don't. And that score was amazing to me. The difference in it, I just told. What was it? Oh, I told my dad when that happened. I said, I hope it happens in basketball too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long time since the Foxes have beaten the Eagles in football, I'm sure, as the Foxes will come out on the field now. Not a large crowd here today because we kind of have a little bit of a steady rain that's falling here at Carl Mock Stadium. So probably a lot more viewers logged on watching the action today with us here on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net, and we are glad that you are with us. Billy Rockett is alongside. Billy, you actually were a football official for about 3 years, in addition to 18 years on the court officiating basketball games. Tell us a little bit about your time doing football.
Well, I was going to try it. I did it 3 years. Back when I did it, I really didn't know much about it. They just had me being the umpire and spotting the ball every time, and I was way far from the crowd, and the crowd probably didn't know much more than I did. So, but I was gone so much in basketball because I'd moved up to varsity, and I had a real heavy varsity schedule, and I was gone all the weeks from Thanksgiving to 1st of March or end of February, something like that. And I don't know. When you do football and basketball, you're gone another 9 weeks away on Friday nights and Saturday, And cold weather, it seemed like in 3 years, the weather turned nasty quick.
So 3 years you just had enough, and you
3 years I had enough.
Yeah, all right. Flora lost last week against Johnson City 19-0, and they also have a win over El Dorado this year by a score of 35-14, very similar to the win that the Foxes had. So, again, could be an interesting matchup here this afternoon. We're going to have our national anthem, and while we do that, we'll cut away for just a moment and let you hear a word from our sponsors.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC. In today's environment, being able to do all of your
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. Our national anthem here at Karl Marx Stadium as the Foxes and the Wolves get set to kick off here this afternoon in Black Diamond Conference football action. And again, a little bit of a steady rain falling, but we don't have any lightning.
Ain't a bad crowd, though, is it, for?
Considering the rain, it's not.
I mean, I don't know if I'd sit out there in all my plastic and umbrellas. I'd probably just stick on Twitter. And if anybody's not ever been here to Karl Marx Stadium, they did a bunch of renovations here. They got a new concession stand with
well, including this nice press box that we're in.
Yeah, with new restrooms. Some of them restrooms lots better than the gymnasiums we've been in.
Yeah.
And it got a nice press box. It's now on the west side instead of the east.
Mm-hmm.
And nice aluminum bleachers. Got a real nice building for storage and for locker rooms. So they've really come a long way on this.
They really have. We'll talk a little bit about the Flora Wolves, since they're going to be new to a lot of you that are watching Fox's broadcast here. They are led by their rusher Hayden Gibson, who has rushed for 355 yards this year, and also Bo Probst, who's rushed for 166 yards. But they got a very capable quarterback that can throw the ball as well. And Jace Helm, as he has completed 26 passes this year for 328 yards. And in fact, they have their top receiver is Cole Young, who set the all-time record for Flora Wolves football receiving as a freshman, Billy, as a freshman. So every time he catches a pass, he adds to the record.
Yep.
So that's kind of impressive.
It don't matter what sport you watch. When they come in as freshmen, and it's just amazing.
Mm-hmm. We'll apologize right here off the bat, the fact that our camera is shining through both some glass and some screen here in order to not only keep the rain out, but also to get the best view that we possibly can. But with that, you get a little bit of a reflection on that and a little bit of out of focus. So, but as Danny would say, some is better than none, right?
Some is better than
some
none.
Is better than
well,
none.
his grandpa over.
Yeah, that's right.
He's always told him.
The Foxes will be kicking off, and back deep to receive is Jacob Hawkins for the Wolves.
Like Caleb Mittendorf is kicking off.
And here is the kick, and it's actually going to be taken in by Cole Young.
Nice little
and
switch on that
He switches
play.
it over to Hawkins, and Hawkins breaks free down the sideline. Hawkins takes it down across the 40-yard line into Fox's territory, and that's where the Wolves will set up shop.
42 or 43.
First and 10.
Number 13, Jacob Hawkins.
Yeah, Hawkins, number 13, was the ball carrier there. Officials today are Brad Begley, Todd Bryant, Matt Miller, Mike Mormon, and Clint Cowan. And we were talking to one of the officials who brought us that card of information. He's here all the way from Steelville. And part of the reason why this game is being played today on a Saturday, Billy, is because you can't find officials to do football games.
No, you cannot.
Can't find enough of them on a Friday night. First and 10 for the Wolves at the 43-yard line. As a handoff goes to the right side, and it's a quick opener there by number 33, Gibson. And again, we mentioned at the top of the broadcast that he has come in here rushing for 355 yards. And he picks up 9 on that one on first carry. First and 10. To bring up 2nd and 1 for the Wolves.
You know, it's a good thing on these shortage of officials on football. We only play once a week, you know, but you do have freshmen and fresh soft games you got to try to get in.
Helm under center, and a little collision there right at the line of scrimmage as Gibson is upended.
Run by number 33, Hayden Gibson.
Good defense there by the Foxes. It's going to bring up third down and short.
36-yard line. Third down.
Third down and short. Again, Foxes are in their traditional green home jerseys
Kelly
here.
Green.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's hard to find Kelly Green shoes.
Is it?
Yes.
I haven't looked.
I have.
All right.
You got that nice green shirt on today, though.
I do. I'm sporting Sparty today. Here's a handoff to the left side. Gibson again. He is close to a first down, but still going to be short, looks like. And that's going to bring up fourth down. And, well, if you're a coach of the Brian Tackett of the Flora Wolves, what do you do here? You probably go for it on fourth down since you're deep in Fox's territory. I don't think you're going to punt.
No.
Not on the 34-yard line. Don't have a field goal kicker that can kick her that deep.
No, if the Foxes can hold it here on defense, it'd be decent.
In tight under center this time, and here is the handoff, and I think he stopped short, and the ball actually came out, but I think the whistle blew before it came out.
Number 33, Hayden Gibson.
And it looks like the Foxes are going to hold and take over on downs. They are, as they give each other the high fives as come off the field.
And that's pretty decent position for the Foxes at the 34-yard line.
So the Wolves come away with 9 yards of offense there on the very first carry. Gibson took it 9 yards.
They're going to measure.
And then they were stopped for no gain for 3 straight carries there. That's really close on that spot.
It's shy.
Very close. Yep, about a foot and a half.
Yep.
Foxes will take over, 1st and 10.
It'll be Foxes football.
Foot and a half ain't much, but if you cut it too before too short or too long, and on a football field, it's a lot.
Grady Leakey is the quarterback for the Foxes. He has passed for 340 yards this year. Leading the rushing attack for the Foxes is Arian Allen with 260 yards coming in today, and Darian Pike with 100 yards rushing. Let's see what they do here on 1st and 10. Here is the handoff. And they're going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, it looks like. As, who was the ball carrier there? That was Allen, wasn't it? I think it was. Yeah, Arian Allen on the carry.
Run by number 8, Arian Allen. Tackled by several Wolves.
I'll give him 2 yards on the carry.
2-yard gain on the play.
So we'll call it second down and 8.
He got more than I thought he did.
Yeah, he did. I thought he was stacked up for no gain, but second down and 8. Officials are substituting a guy out of the equipment issue or what?
He's telling him to come back in, but I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah, I thought it was something with his equipment there. Leakey at quarterback. You got, again, Allen and Pike as the
looked like a headband or something.
Yeah, I just told him to get rid of it. Karcher and Middendorf are receivers. And here's a give up the middle. Pretty good gain that time, about 3, maybe 4 yards. Let's see where they spot it.
Looks like through this screen it's raining pretty good right now.
Yeah, it's picked up.
You can't wear a headband in football, but you have to wear a mask in basketball.
All right.
Just saying.
Just saying. Yeah.
Just saying.
Gain of 5 on the carry there. Going to bring down 3rd down and 3. Rolling out the pass is Leakey, and he is going to
couldn't find nobody, but we had.
Yep. He is tackled for, I don't think any gain at all. Back to the original line of scrimmage there. It'll be 4th down and 3.
Number 27, Eli.
He had Leighton Karcher open down here, but couldn't see him.
You know, one of the things you'd be concerned about on a rainy day like today, Billy, is holding on to that football.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be extra slippery out there. So, turnovers could become an issue as the Foxes will go into their punt formation here on 4th down. And let's see here. Back to punt. Who is that? That is that's Middendorf.
Middendorf.
Yep. As the punt goes down, Flora gets away from it, lets it come to a stop. It does. The Foxes touch it.
31-yard line.
That's where The Wolves will put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard
Like we're going
line.
to play in the middle of the field here, Randy.
Yep. No score here with 8:07 to play. Opening quarter of this Black Diamond Conference matchup. We'll have to run through some scores for you from last night. Fairfield, a big winner last night, Black Diamond Conference play, as they defeated CZR by a score of 80-30. Cicero all over El Dorado, 46-6, and Carmi shut out Edwards County 58-0. Any of those scores surprise you there?
Not really.
Here's a short give off tackle there, and that goes to
Probst. I'm just really surprised that El Dorado's down here. You know, it's not like El Dorado having a 1-5, 1-5 season.
Probst picks up 3 yards on the play. It's 2nd down and 7 for the Wolves. Clock running with 7:43 to play here, opening quarter. Under center is Helm for the Wolves. He's going to hand it off. Oh, big hole that time.
Big hole.
Out to is Gibson out to the left side, and he's got running room as he rumbles down into Fox's territory across the 45-yard line, or right at the 45-yard line. Man, he had a big hole that time, Billy.
That run will be good enough for a Flora 1st down.
Big hole. I seen that one coming, too.
That was a huge gain. Give him what, 5, 10, 15, 20, about 23 yards on that one, I believe.
Now the Foxes need to get a big stop after that.
Helm goes again to
Probst
to the right side. Probst, he's got a big hole. And Probst rumbles down to about the 30-yard line.
He got about 15 on that, didn't he?
And he gets it down to the
run by number 36, Probst.
Yeah, 15.
30-yard line.
11, Aiden Futrell. Run will be good enough for a Wolves 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30 here for the Wolves as they are finding the right combination now with their running game. Gibson and Probst both carrying the mail in their 2nd possession of the game. Here's a handoff again to Probst. He's stacked up at the line of scrimmage this time, but he does get forward progress of a couple of yards.
Momentum got him a few yards on 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Run by number 36, Probst. Tackled by
got 3 yards on that.
3-yard gain on the play.
I've got Probst for 17 yards already, and Gibson for 32. What do you got, Billy?
Oh, I don't have it. I'm watching.
This is your first time doing color for football, and you haven't even got into the stat side of it yet.
No,
All right. Well, I guess I'll multitask.
All right.
Helm at quarterback, got wideouts to the left, but he's going to hand it off up the middle again. A quick hitter. I think that was Gibson that time.
Number 33, Hayden Gibson on the run.
Gibson picks up 4.
4-yard gain on the play.
It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Wolves. Big play coming up here.
5:40 to go in the 1st quarter.
Ball's on the 23-yard line of the Foxes. No score. 5:35 to play. As a nice little steady rain continues to fall, but hey, as long as there's no lightning, we're playing football.
We're playing.
No delays. No passes yet in the game today. And here's another handoff. Right side, that goes to Probst. And Probst has got running room down into the corner. He gets down inside the 10-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Wolves, 1st and goal.
Run by number 36, Probst. That run will be good enough for a Flora 1st.
I had it running like that one time down there in the corner, and I took off after the kid and stepped in a mud puddle, got my feet wet. And it was cold that night, and I'm like, I've had about enough of this football I can stand.
That was a 20-yard carry for Probst. It's 1st and goal at the 3-yard line for Flora. And here's a handoff for Probst. Again, he's stacked up right after the handoff. No gain that time. Maybe even a little bit of a loss.
36, Probst, tackled by number 8, Arian Allen.
Allen on the stop for the Foxes.
Do you see many field goal kickers in high school?
In the larger schools you do, but not too many in the smaller schools. Last night in the Mount Vernon Carbondale game, you had the Carbondale kicker kick a 46-yard field goal.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
Legit 46-yard field goal in that game. Here is the handoff to Gibson this time, and he's met after a short gain, maybe got a yard.
It's going to be 3rd down.
So Fox's defense is bending but not breaking so far.
3rd down and 1.
3rd down.
Give him a gain of 2 on the play. 3rd down and goal from the 1-yard line. Again, Gibson and Probst both equally efficient running backs here for the Flora Wolves, who came in today with a record of 3-2. Pretty good inaugural season for them so far in the Black Diamond Conference. They were in the Little Illini for many years. Back in the North Egypt Conference, back in my playing days. And here's a short handoff. He's close, but I don't think he got
I haven't seen no signals.
Nope.
Oh.
Yep, now they're saying he's in.
Yeah.
It is a touchdown. And did they give that to Gibson or Probst?
That's what we just asked. I don't know.
They'll come on for the extra point kick.
So we're going to see one here.
Well, this is the extra point.
Well, and I even, no, we're not either.
That's the German transfer student. Instead, they're going to throw it. And a pass attempted to Liam O'Donnell is knocked away, incomplete. So the 2-point conversion fails as they had set up for the apparent kick, and then they tried to fake. It'll be 6-0 in favor of the Flora Wolves. 6-0 with 3:40 to play. Hey, we'll take a short timeout. Let you hear from one of our sponsors and be back with more in just a moment.
As farmers have had to reimagine themselves, so have the companies they work with. At Pioneer Seed, their teams are dedicated to serving farmers year-round with the most advanced technologies and localized expertise. They are committed to adapting with the changing industry to serve you today, tomorrow, and years from now. Christopher Johnson is ready to work side by side with you in the most complex and rewarding industry on earth, farming. Christopher Johnson, your Pioneer Seed representative.
Well, a 1-yard touchdown run by Bo Probst has given the Flora Wolves a 6-0 lead here with 3:40 to play in the first quarter. And the Wolves will begin to set up to kick it off to the Foxes now. As Bollmeyer, the German transfer student, will put the toe to it. It's a high kick. It is fielded down there. And bringing it up is what is number 24?
Is that Brady Thring?
It was 24. That is Brady Thring. You are right. Yep. He returned it.
Brady's one of the stars on the
basketball
team. Me and Brady, we've got a pack going that started about half the quarter through last year.
Do you?
He dunks it. I'll give him a $100 bill.
Oh, okay. Pretty good deal.
Well, then Tice Gordon said, what about the guy that throws the alley-oop? And I said, I'll give you a $100 bill. Well, they tried it one night, or the night we talked about it. Next thing I know, Doug Miller was looking up at me, giving me that evil eye. Well, Tice tore his ACL, so he's got a buddy to replace him. So they're after my $100 bills, what they are.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line as the Foxes go to the left side of the line with a handoff and a short gain of maybe 2-3 yards.
By number 14, Darian Pike.
Oh, our tent about fell over here in the stands.
Uh-oh. Actually, a 6-yard gain there by Pike on that handoff. That was his first carry of the game. So it'll be, a 4-yard gain.
They just changed it after you announced that.
4-yard gain. 2nd down to 6.
Hey, that's that guy on your left over there.
Yeah. I got to keep up with him here. Here's a pass out to the right side. It's complete out there. First pass thrown of the game. Futrell hauls that one in. Got open out there on the flat right directly in front of us here. Or Futrell. I said Futrell. It's Futrell. Only a 1-yard gain on the play, though. Bring up 3rd down and 5. When you don't know how to pronounce the player's name, it's always nice to be sitting next to the PA announcer.
There you go.
2:23 and counting here in the first quarter. Foxes trail at 6-0. They've got the football. 3rd down and 5 from the shotgun this time is Leakey.
Oh, we got an offside.
Well, that's going to give the Foxes a 1st down.
Ask me how many times I threw a flag in 3 years.
How many times did you throw a flag in 3 years? Bill?
One
time. And what was that for?
We had an offsides. I had Flora and El Dorado, varsity up at Flora.
Yep.
And I had these two big boys there in the middle, and they was after each other.
Yeah.
And I was on them and on them and on them and on them. And they didn't know that I was intimidated by them as much as they was intimidated by me.
Oh, really? Now the truth comes out.
Yeah, so I had to have a talk with them 2 or 3 times. Well, about that time that we had it was an obvious offsides, and here come in 3 or 4 flags, and I just grabbed mine out of the pocket and throwed it in there too. So Bill comes up to me and he goes, Billy, what you got? And I said, offsides. I said, you guys threw them. I want to throw one. I ain't throwed one all year. Well, the 2 boys that was in with each other, they got to laughing about it. So it kind of eased over.
Going to be about a foot short.
Ball is still short.
Yeah, even though they got 5 yards on the penalty.
Everybody's flag was like old dingy yellow. Mine was just as bright could be.
All right, because you didn't use it.
No, I didn't use it.
I'm kind of surprised at that. Kind of surprised. That interesting story there. 2 guys out to the right this time for the Foxes as under center is Leakey. Man in motion goes to the right. Instead, he gives it to Allen. And Allen is going to be stacked up.
He's close.
Left-hand side of the line.
Progress.
All he needed was a foot. Did they give it to him? Let's see where they spot it. I think they did. Yep, it is a first down. So we'll give Allen a yard on the play.
That run will be good enough for a Foxes first down.
1:39 to go in the first quarter.
Trying to get a sustained drive going here for Foxes.
You know, and you got a lot of these games with a lot of running, that it'll eat up them clocks, you know what?
Yep. Under center this time, and there's a give up the middle. Got a little running room this time is Rhodes with the ball. That's his first carry of the game as he spins forward across the 45-yard line up to about the 48.
22, Hunter Rhodes.
What did he get, 7 or 8?
8-yard gain on the play.
Big carry for Rhodes. That is the
Good carry.
That's the biggest offensive play of the game so far for Hamilton County. Under a minute to play. 2nd and 2. Ball to 47. Here is the give to Allen again. And Allen's got first down and then some.
4.
He's into Wolves territory. Across the 50 up to about the 46.
Arian Allen, tackled by an entire pack of Wolves. That run will be good enough for a Foxes first down.
Give him 9 yards on that carry. And
will he get a playoff? 27 seconds.
Yeah, I think they may just let her run down here. First down for the Foxes and Flora territory at the 45. So their last 2 plays have been the 2 biggest plays of the game so far for the Foxes. An 8-yard carry by Rhodes, a 9-yard carry by Allen. And they're starting to move the football as they're going to let the clock run down here to end the first quarter of play. 3 seconds left. There you go. That's the end of 1 period. It is the Flora Wolves 6 and Hamilton County Foxes nothing. We'll be back at Karl Mach Stadium in just a moment here on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net. Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday. We are back here at Karl Mach Stadium, and Billy has already started talking about baseball. Even though his Cubs are not going to be in the playoffs, he's still talking about baseball. And I think you're talking about the fact that the Dodgers and the Giants have won so many games, and here you're going to have L.A. as a wild card, and they've won 103 games.
Well, they ain't a wild card yet.
Well, no.
Well, they won.
They're 2 games.
There's 210 wins between them top 2 teams.
Right. Yeah, pretty amazing. Looks like it's going to be the Giants win the division, and it'll be
I think
the Dodgers a wild card with the Cardinals on Wednesday. So it'll be Max Scherzer pitching for the Dodgers, no doubt, against the Cardinals. And Adam Wainwright, who has agreed to terms with the Cardinals to return for 1 more year. All right, the players change ends as we start the second quarter of play as the Foxes are 1st and 10 at the Flora 45-yard line. Leakey rolls out to the right. He wants to throw the ball, and he's going to heave it. He's going to heave it. And it's incomplete. Pass intended down there around the 10-yard line. And trying to throw it to Brady Thrain, but
second down.
Couldn't haul it in. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 here from the 45-yard line. Again, we said that both quarterbacks, have capable arms. They both came in here with roughly 340, 350 yards passing on the season. Very similar teams, very similar offenses. Both teams beat El Dorado by almost identical scores. The Wolves are 3-2. The Foxes are 2-3. As here is the handoff to Allen, Arian Allen, and he's tossed backwards there.
Run by number 8, Arian Allen. Tackled by the Wolf.
Forward progress back to about the 48.
Loss of
3
on the play.
Loss of 3.
Third down.
3rd and 13.
Mm-hmm. Good pursuit by the Wolves defense that time. So 3rd and 13 might be another passing situation for the Foxes. Let's see. Wolves got a lot of guys up in the box. And here's Leakey back to pass. He's going to throw a screen pass. Almost intercepted, actually.
Yeah.
That was darn near picked off by the Wolves. And he had all kinds of running room. That was Jeffrey Mitchell who had his paws on it, 6'5" junior.
Pass was intended for number 8, Arian Allen.
And it will be 4th down, a punting situation coming up here for the Foxes. So after giving up a couple big carries by Rhodes and Allen, the Wolves tightened their defense up, got the stop, and now
they're not going to punt.
They're not going to punt, are they?
4th and 13.
Going to go for a long pass. Leakey rolls out to the right. He is pursued, and he runs out of bounds just across the 50-yard line. That's going to give Flora very good field position. A little surprised that they didn't punt in that situation. So that's going to give the ball to Flora in real good field position here.
Wolves football.
As Flora will take over at about, their own 47, 48-yard line, I believe.
47, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Last week was homecoming here at Hamilton County. Some of you might be wondering, is it homecoming today? Nope, it was last week. Again, this is a Saturday afternoon game simply because can't get enough officials on some of these Friday night games. Facing that all over Southern Illinois. Handoff up the middle here for the Wolves on 1st and 10. As that carry was by Gibson.
Run by number 33, Hayden Gibson.
He
Tackled by
picks
number
up
8,
4 yards.
4-yard gain on the play.
If you just joined us, Wolves scored on a 1-yard touchdown run by Bo Probst after about a 68-yard drive, sustained drive that got them into the end zone there late in the first quarter. Their 2-point conversion failed, so they lead it here 6-0.
Daisy Webb got homecoming queen.
All right.
Last week.
2nd down and 6. Here's a pass from Helm. He tries to throw it out into the flat, and is that a live ball? Nope, that was not a lateral. Pass was intended out there. Number 19. That was Liam O'Donnell.
It's 3rd down.
So the Foxes smelled that one out pretty good, Billy.
Yeah, they did.
3rd and 6. Ball to 49-yard line of the Foxes, just over midfield. From the shotgun again, here's Helm. He's going to hand it off, and that is a run up the middle, very close to a 1st down. It's really going to come down to the spot.
I believe It's hard to tell from up here. I believe he got it. Looks like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the
Yep.
first
That run
down.
will be good enough for a Flora first down.
Yep. Yeah, he got 7 yards on that one. Big carry there by Probst. Gibson and Probst, both good ball carriers here for the Flora Wolves. 1st and 10 at the Fox's 43-yard line. Helm from the shotgun again. He goes to Probst on the handoff. And he's stacked up maybe for a loss.
Run by number 36, Probst. Tackle by number 68, Abram Hyde.
Hyde on the tackle for the Foxes.
How's that Probst spell his name?
Propes.
Oh.
Probst.
That's different than the one from Mount Vernon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pro. Yeah, that's pronounced pro.
Probst. Bo Probst.
Yeah. Helm again from the shotgun. He's going to pass it out to the left side this time, and the pass is complete. He missed the tackle.
Yep. He got a first down on it off that missed tackle, too.
And that is Malachi Tolliver on the catch. Tolliver with the grab. And pretty big gain on the play there for the Wolves. Got it down to the 31. And it's a gain of 12. But they're going to have a penalty. It's a holding call.
Holding on Flora.
Somebody threw the red hanky. That equals the number of hankies you threw in your football officiating
It
career.
does.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that nice pass to Tolliver is all negated, and that call comes back, and
Still second down.
they tack on the penalty yardage against the Wolves, and it'll be 2nd down and 25 now. The ball's back in their own territory now at the 42-yard line. Helm from the shotgun. He's going to keep it this time as he rolls out to the right. And taken away.
He has stripped him.
He just absolutely stripped him of the football and running down inside the 10-yard line.
5 or 6 yard line.
The Foxes come away with it as Caleb Middendorf just took it away like a loaf of bread.
Yes, he did.
It was almost like that Seinfeld episode, you know, where Jerry took the loaf of bread away from the lady. It kind of reminded me of that. He just took it away from him.
Took it right away.
Yeah. So Middendorf just grabs the football and rumbles down into Flora Wolves territory inside the 10-yard line.
Foxes, they need to capitalize on this,
All of a
too.
sudden, Hamilton County is rumbling here. Boy, it just, what a play.
8-yard line.
Yeah, Helm had rolled out to the right, and we talked about how slippery the football is, though,
Yep.
you know, in this weather. And Middendorf took advantage of it. All right, so it's the Foxes 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Oh, there's
First
some
and goal
gain.
as they run to the left with Arian Allen. And Allen is down close to about the 5, gets maybe to the 6.
3 yards.
Be a 3-yard gain on the play. 2nd down.
And that makes up for the 3-yard loss that Allen had earlier on his last carry. And it'll be 2nd down and goal for the Foxes at the 5-yard line. Under center, it's Leakey. And he's going to go to the right side this time. It's Rhodes carrying the ball, trying to get around the corner. Can he get
he got
around?
close.
He's in there. He turned the corner and he got in. Rhodes.
Hunter Rhodes.
With the 5-yard touchdown run. And we're tied at 6-6.
22, Hunter Rhodes.
Hunter Rhodes ties it up, and now the Foxes will go for the conversion and a chance to take the lead here in the second quarter. We got 7:49 remaining in the half. Exciting Black Diamond Conference football here for you this afternoon on a little bit of a rainy day here. They'll go for 2. Leakey under center. He's got 3 setbacks. He's going to give it. Going to give it to 45. And
He got in.
He's in. That's Middendorf. So Middendorf gets the takeaway, and he gets the 2-point conversion.
8-6 Foxes lead.
And Caleb Middendorf with huge effort there as he caused the turnover and then scores the 2-point conversion. Hamilton County leads at 8-6 here with 7:49 to go in the first half. Well, that was quite a play.
Yes, it was.
He took that ball away from Helm and rumbled down the sideline. The Fox's cheerleaders are doing some jumping jacks after all that action.
So the kickoff for the Foxes, number 45, Caleb Minnendorf.
And now Minnendorf will put the toe to it and
that
kick off.
guy there runs about like I do.
And it's a deep kick.
Pretty good kick there.
Fielded at about the 18-yard line. Brought up the field to the left side by Cole Young.
45 or?
Kick return by number 15, Cole Young.
And Young returns it up. Pretty decent field position for the Flora Wolves at about the 46-yard line where they will put it into play. We mentioned Cole Young being the all-time
first down
receiver, record receiver for the Wolves. They have yet to
ball is placed at the 42
throw a pass to him today. We'll see if maybe that happens on this drive.
You know, I hope I don't jinx this, but speaking of flags, they've not been really that many through today.
Right. A little misdirection that time as the Wolves take it up the gut. As Gibson.
Number 33, Gibson. 2-yard gain on the play. Second down.
Mentioned coming into action today that Gibson came in the game with 355 yards of rushing on the season and Bo Probst 166. So Gibson has scored 4 touchdowns on the season for the Wolves. Second down and 8. Here is the pitch to Probst. He's going to go on the left side, and he gets across midfield.
Run by Florida's number 36, Probst. That run will be good enough for a Wolves first down.
Time to move the chains.
9-yard gain for Probst on the play.
I don't think I can umpire a football game nowadays. That's too much bending over for me.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Too much work?
I just put it down there and kick it around my feet.
Inside Fox's territory now at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10, as Helm's going to hand it off. And, boy, the Foxes pursue for a loss on the play. It was Probst with the football and getting in there.
By number 36, Probst.
Came 3 different Foxes on the play. Webb was in on the play, and also Aiden Futrell. Futrell. Yep, in on the stop. 6:29 and counting left here in the first half.
Second down, 14. That's a chunk of change.
Mm-hmm. You got to reach in your bag of tricks and pull out your
second
and 14 call here. You got 3 receivers out to the left. Is he going to throw? It looks like it. He's rolling out to the left, and he throws a short pass, and it is complete.
And he gets first down, though.
Didn't get the first down, but it's a nice gain as the pass went out there complete to Hawkins.
Pass was completed to number 13, Jacob Hawkins.
And he got quite a few of the yards back.
He picked up 11.
Called a 11-yard gain for Hawkins.
It's third down.
So it'll be 3rd down and 3 with the ball spotted on the 40-yard line.
Hamilton County, their first charge.
And it's going to be a timeout on the field. And with timeout, we'll take 1, 2, and we'll be right back.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50 cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Well, Tim Millenbein of Edward Jones Financial provides the scoreboard for you on our broadcast this afternoon. You see it. Foxes lead at 8-6 here in the second quarter with 5:46 to go before halftime. So we come back to play. It's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Flora Wolves.
County's very own Charlie Wheeler. Charlie Wheeler will be signing autographs and taking photos.
They are in Fox's territory at the 40.
Make your way there to meet Charlie Wheeler.
Helm from the shotgun, and the Foxes penetrate the line of scrimmage that time as the middle linebacker was pretty aggressive, trying to get up in there and anticipate the play. That's Darian Pike being offside for the Foxes. He was trying to anticipate the snap and just jumped too quick that time. So the 5 yards will give the Wolves a first down. 1st and 10 at the 35 now. And here is the handoff to Probst.
Oh, he ran into a block wall right there, didn't he?
Probst gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Probst, stopped by the brick wall of the defensive line.
Looks like Eit on the stop that time.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
.54 yards on the ground so far for Probst. He's having a good first half for the Wolves. 2nd down and 10 with the ball at the 35. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And a little mix-up that time as they come back over here. And they pass it to Young. Young breaks a tackle, and he is still moving. Young is all the way across the field, still being pursued. Still being pursued, and he is close to the goal line. It's a touchdown. That is a 35-yard touchdown run, or touchdown pass caught by Cole Young.
He started out over here by us.
Yes.
And didn't know where to go.
Broke 2 tackles, got all the way across the field diagonally, and took it into the end zone to give the Wolves the lead here by a score of 12-8. We mentioned that coming in, he's the all-time leading receiver for the Flora Wolves, and he just showed you right there, Billy, what he can do with the football. 35-yard touchdown run. Wolves will go for 2, a chance to make this game a little tighter. Back to pass this time, and the pass is caught, and it is complete to Helm for the 2-point conversion.
By number 8, Eli Duke. The score now, Flora 14. Hamilton County 8.
14-8 Flora with 4:46 to go in the half.
There you go. That's a big play. 14-8 with 4:46 to play here in the first half. Nice, impressive drive by the Flora Wolves, capped off by the 35-yard touchdown pass, grabbed by Cole Young. We'll be back with more from Karl Malk Stadium in a moment.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
All right, back to live action. The Wolves will kick it off now as Bollmeyer will put the toe to it after the touchdown by the Wolves. That ball is dropped, picked back up by the Foxes at the 20-yard line, and they're going to be swarmed under right there. As the
by number 22, Hunter Rhodes.
Rhodes had the football, had it slip out of his grasp, and might have been because it was wet, Billy.
Yep, I can't tell through this screen if it's still raining or not. Earlier when it had that heavy mist, you could tell it, but I can't see it now.
I think it's still a little bit of a light mist out there. Foxes will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. See if they can put another drive together, as Flora has answered back and taken the lead here. Got 2 lead changes in this one. Here is the handoff, and that is going to go to Arian Allen. Allen with a short gain.
Run made by number 8, Arian Allen.
Give him 3 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
2nd down.
Foxes have one receiver out to each side. And they're going to hand it off again as they'll sweep it to the left side, but the Wolves are there for the stop.
Run by number 20, Hunter Rhodes.
After a short gain, it's Rhodes.
Probst was on that tackle, wasn't he?
I believe he was. Be 3rd down and 6 now from the 24-yard line.
3rd down.
So do you pass here or what? You're deep in your own territory.
Oh, I don't know.
Going to operate from the shotgun this time, Miss Leakey.
It's hard to get 6 yards on.
Leakey, he does look to pass. He rolls out, can't find a receiver. He is pursued. He tries to run it now, and he's going to be short, well short of a 1st down. And that's going to bring up a punting situation for the Foxes as the Wolves' defense was pretty stellar on that one. Ball up at the 25-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 5.
Brady Thrain was wide open down there about the 50-yard line.
They're going to drop back to punt at this time. It's a high punt. And takes a Fox's bounce, no doubt about that.
Got the 32.
Picked up. And across the 45-yard line, good hit.
And they pick up about 13 yards out of that.
Nice return.
Number 15, Cole Young.
That was Cole Young on the return. He's the one that also scored the touchdown on the pass play in the last Wolves possession, as he was back there to return that one and gets Flora in good position here across the 45 to about the 47, which is where they'll put it in play 1st and 10 with 2:28 to play here in the first half. We do have an injury timeout on the field. So with timeout on the field, we'll be right back with more in a moment.
This broadcast is made possible by Barnard Soil Service, located in Wayne City, offering multiple services to the farming community, including crop input recommendations, custom application, field records, seed test plots, seed treatment, soil testing, and much more. Barnard Soil Service is located at 303 East Smith Street in Wayne City, and their phone number is 895-2116. Additional details available on the company website at barnards.com. Barnard Soil Service in Wayne City.
All right, as we come back to live action, it's going to be Flora Wolves football, 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. And back in the shotgun, we got flag, and I don't think they were ready. Yeah, timeout on the field as Helm was about to take the snap, and the Foxes called timeout again real quick. So with timeout, we'll take another one ourselves and be right back more in just a moment.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Talk to State Farm agent Lynn Braden in McLeansboro today.
Well, just like basketball, football is also a game of momentum, Billy Rockett. And right now the Flora Wolves have the momentum. They've got the lead and the football.
Yes, they had a real weird hop go their way off of that punt and pick up, 12 or 13 yards off of that.
And, after they had that ball taken away from them by Middendorf and the Foxes ended up scoring, the Wolves answered back quickly on that 35-yard touchdown pass to the right side. And now here's a lateral pass, and that's going to be a loss on the play as they pass it out to McGee, and McGee had nowhere to go.
On that tackle.
Yeah, big play by the Foxes defense there.
Number 11, Aiden Futrell.
That's a loss on the play for Flora.
6-yard loss on the play. 2nd down.
But, the way it was passed, it looked more like a lateral, so it's not like McGee could just drop it, because then I think it would have been ruled a live ball.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, McGee had to catch it if you're a Flora fan. It's just the Foxes smelled that one out. Minute 47 to play as the rain picks back up again. 2nd down and 16 for Flora, as here is the jet sweep to Hawkins on the left side, and he's got nowhere to go.
Nope. Cut his legs up underneath him.
Run by number 13, Jacob Hawkins.
Well, this is going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Timeout on the field.
Yeah, minute 32 to play. Another timeout on the field, and we'll be back with more from Karl Malk Stadium in a moment.
Valpo Home Furnishings has been serving the area for nearly 30 years with quality furniture, appliances, and bedding. Their goal at Valpo Home Furnishings is to give you a great selection of home furnishings, appliances, and bedding at a great price with outstanding hometown customer service. If you're in the market for new or updated furniture, appliances, or bedding, check out the selection at Valpo's.
The rain's picked back up again out there, Billy. 3rd down
Yeah,
and
it kind
16.
of looks it from up here, don't it?
3rd down and 16. As back to pass.
Oh.
Helm airs it out, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Pass was intended for number 15.
Andrew Webb got a hand in there.
Yeah, they were going for Young again that time.
Or Leakey. It was Leakey. I couldn't tell if it was a 5 or 6.
Cole Young, who had scored on the 35-yard touchdown pass, was the intended target there.
Number 22, Hunter.
Got a nice hand in there and didn't get a pass interference called on him.
Wolves will punt it here on 4th down and 16.
Oh, I got blocked.
Nice rush that time, and the ball is popped up, and the Fox is going to let it roll, and it's going to take a Flora Wolves bounce.
25.
That's where Hamilton County will put into position with a minute 14 to play in the half. Well, they're out of timeouts, so it's going to be tough to get a drive going here with a minute 14 to play when you've got
26-yard line. First down,
74
Foxes.
yards to go here.
And the Foxes should receive at the start of the 3rd quarter, too, because they kicked off first.
Mm-hmm. That is right. All right, 14-8. The Flora Wolves lead it here. First meeting in the Black Diamond Conference between both schools in football, as Flora has joined the conference this year, coming over from the Little Illini. Foxes will operate out of the shotgun as Leakey looks to throw it. He's going to come out here right in front of us as the pass was intended.
Incomplete pass by number 5. Grady Leakey. Pass was intended for number 11, Aiden Futrell.
Yeah, Futrell is the intended target there.
Flora's going to like this Black Diamond Conference.
Well, and they're going to be extremely competitive in all sports in this conference. The enrollments are almost identical. Both schools have roughly 350 students.
What do you think about that Missouri Valley, if all this is true?
Yeah, it's getting pretty crazy.
Belmont coming, and then the word is
Murray State.
Murray State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Back to pass as Leakey is pursued by the Wolves defense, and he has to get rid of it, and he does. Stops the clock with 61 seconds left here in the first half. And bring up 3rd down and 10. Again, ball on the Foxes' 26-yard line. Yeah, a lot of movement in a lot of these conferences. You know, the SEC also seeing a lot of movement in college sports. And, you know, the situation now is that you can legally pay your college athletes.
Yeah.
And some colleges are and some colleges aren't.
And, you know, Murray State is one of them that's they probably play already some Missouri Valley teams.
Yeah. Leakey is swarmed under as he could not get free to even look for a receiver. The Wolves' defensive line was in hot pursuit.
I know there's a little bit of rivalry already between McMurray State and SIU, so that's just going to get better.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Then I heard that Austin Peay and somebody else moved to another conference, too.
Timeout, Flora. Their first charge, timeout of the half.
Flora's going to take a timeout with 51 seconds left, so we'll be back with more in just a moment. Renshaw Title and Abstract has been purchased by Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law, and has reopened under its new name, Mount Vernon Title Company. Through the resources of Olson and Reeves, Mount Vernon Title Company offers title insurance and title examinations for residential and commercial properties, as well as deed preparation, closings, signings, and escrow services. If you're involved in a real estate transaction, depend on Mount Vernon Title Company at 1015 Broadway, downtown Mount Vernon. You can call them at 316-7322. That's 316-7322.
At 6:15.
Well, you've been following much college football so far?
A little bit. I watched the Big Ten, and about like basketball, I watched the Big Ten in the Missouri Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Devin, my son, we used to go to Sluky football games all the time. He wasn't very old back when we went one time, maybe 9.
Here is the punt by the Foxes. It's fielded right at the 50-yard line by the Wolves.
Going to be out of bounds there. Oh, we got a flag.
Yeah, returning it was
but they was playing
Cole Young.
They was playing Austin Peay, and he didn't have no clue who they was playing.
Yeah.
Austin Peay had a pretty good team that year, and they brought some fans up there, and they got down about the 5-yard line, and they had a bunch of fans around us hollering, "Let's go Peay, let's go Peay."
Yeah.
So he looks over at me, and he goes, "Dad, why are all these people around us saying, 'Let's go Peay'?" And I said, "Well, they're playing Austin Peay."
Exactly.
And he goes, "Oh, okay."
Holding on Flora.
He said, "I thought maybe they all had to go to the bathroom. I didn't know."
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Big Ten, you know who's atop the standings in the Big Ten football right now, don't you?
Is Michigan State
4-0, baby.
4-0?
4-0 for Michigan State.
Did you see what Iowa did to Maryland last night?
Yeah,
51-14.
Michigan and Penn State are also 4-0. And, you know, I've got my Michigan State shirt on today.
Mm-hmm.
You do notice that, don't you? Yeah. Go Sparty.
They play Western Kentucky.
Yeah, they do. Illinois is playing Charlotte, and they're actually winning right now. So a lot of non-conference games today in the league. Yeah, Michigan State plays Western Kentucky. Ohio State plays Rutgers. That is a conference game. Illinois is leading Charlotte in the fourth quarter, 24-14. Back to pass. The Wolves going to heave one deep, and that's almost intercepted. Foxes had 2 defenders back there as that pass was intended for O'Donnell. And it falls incomplete, but he almost threaded the needle there.
SIU travels to Western Illinois and plays the Leathernecks today.
And that's another good mascot name, the Leathernecks.
The Leathernecks. We got to see what down South Dakota State is Jackrabbits. South Dakota is the Coyotes.
Yep.
So we've got a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah. Still not as good as the Wit Speed Boys, though. Always did like that one. Yeah. Here's a short pass, and that falls a little short. Intended for Cole Young.
Third down.
Couldn't quite haul that one in. 28 seconds left here in the first half. Third down and 10, ball at the 46-yard line for the Wolves. They lead it 14-8.
Then the Youngstown State Penguins.
There's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
From the shotgun again. It's Helm. And he's going to hand it off. Boom. Boy, that's a big stop right there. Probst.
Brick wall again.
Yep. Probst did run into the wall.
Number 36, Probst.
Loss on the play.
Stuffed at the line by number
Bring up
74,
fourth down, and that's probably going to be the final play of the half.
Down.
If they keep running over towards Mittendorf and White Richards, it's nothing but a block wall.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is going to be the horn to signal the end of the first half. Players will go dry off a little bit in the locker room.
Flora 14.
14-8. Flora Wolves lead at halftime. We'll come back and share some halftime stats with you and talk a little bit more about this game and look ahead to some other things as well. All coming up here on FoxesFans.net and on AreaSports.net.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon.
Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Who you got, Alabama or Ole Miss today?
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
On myself, pick up dust them all, put them back up on the shelf. Just a little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over and out, but I feel it still.
For your business, more importantly, your friendship. I think that makes about 12, doesn't it? Alrighty, thank you.
Happening now, free high fives, complimentary with every purchase of a new or pre-owned vehicle, while supplies last. High fives may be redeemed upon request or spontaneously and accompanied by feelings of happiness, satisfaction, and or the urge to share your positive experience on various social media platforms or via word of mouth with family and friends. Teffer Motors humbly encourages both. Teffer Motors, your hometown source for all your automotive needs.
Fender Mender Auto Body has been serving McLeansboro and surrounding communities for 33 years. Fender Mender uses the very latest in technology and techniques that meet or exceed industry standards. Their ICAR and ATEG trained technicians maintain the highest level of proficiency possible through continued education and hands-on training. Scott and Teresa would like to say thank you to all of their customers for the opportunity to serve in your time of need. Fender Mender Auto Body, collision repair from people who care.
Alton's Pizza House in McLeansboro has been serving up delicious pizza and sandwiches since 1978. That's over 40 years. It's great food at a great price. You can choose from their specialty pizzas such as veggie pizza, taco pizza, supreme pizza, or create your own pizza masterpiece and choose from the toppings that you like. Dick and Lucille and their staff are ready to serve you Tuesday through Sunday from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. at Alton's Pizza House. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Alton's Pizza House, a Southern Illinois tradition since 1978. Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday. Welcome back here to Karl Mach Stadium. Our halftime score is the Flora Wolves leading it over the Hamilton County Foxes by a score of 14-8. And we've had the lead change hands a couple different times here as Flora jumped out to an early lead as they scored on a touchdown run by Bo Probst, and the 2-point conversion failed, and they led it 6-0. The Foxes came back, and they scored on a 5-yard touchdown run by Rhodes. 2-point conversion was good, and the Foxes were out in front 8-6. And then the Wolves came back again, and they scored again on a good-looking pass play to Cole Young. And we had mentioned coming into the game that Cole Young was the all-time leading receiver for the Wolves, a record that he broke in his freshman year. Now he's a senior, so every time he catches a pass, Billy, he breaks the record more or sets a new record. And we had just mentioned the fact that he hadn't caught a pass yet. And then all of a sudden, here he catches one, and he breaks up 2 or 3 tackles and goes diagonally across the field and rumbles in from 35 yards out. And Flora scores again to take the lead 12-8. They add the 2-point conversion on another pass play and lead at 14-8, and that's where we're at right now, 14-8 Flora. Your thoughts on the first half?
Oh, I don't know. It's the Foxes, I tell you what, are lucky that Mittendorf stole that one ball.
Mm-hmm.
Or they might be down 14-0.
Yeah, grabbed it like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So, that 8 points will, and they're going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So if they capitalize on that, they're back in. And
well, we're supposed to select a offensive player and defensive player of the game for both teams, and right now the defensive player of the game, I would have to say, would be Mittendorf for the Foxes, because that was quite a play.
That's who. That's I've got a star there beside his name. What do you think about offense
for the Foxes?
Yeah.
So far for the Foxes, I'd say it's probably Rhodes, because he has rushed for 14 yards, including a 5-yard touchdown run.
That's who I've got a star by so
right
far.
Now. And we'll see. But for the Flora Wolves, you've got Gibson rushing for 46 yards in the first half. This is unofficial by our count. Probst rushing for 54 yards in the first half. Probst scoring on the touchdown run. And then you've also got Cole Young scoring on that 35-yard touchdown pass. And then you got to look at the return yardage, too, that Cole Young has in the first half.
Yep.
I don't have the total on that, but, he's returned a couple of kickoffs pretty good for the Flora Wolves. So I would say that you can certainly make the argument that Cole Young is the offensive player of the game so far for the Flora Wolves, although, again, Gibson and Probst have both had good first halves rushing here for Flora as they lead it at halftime by a score of 14-8. Defensively for the Flora Wolves, I don't know. I got to watch that one a little bit closer here in the third quarter. I don't have a defensive player in mind yet for Flora.
I forget how
that.
Coach Miller told it's a Rotary Club something game, and so we got to pick.
They do that, I know, between Fairfield and Carmi, and apparently they're doing it between.
And they're going to get a trophy.
Yeah, that's a Rotary trophy. It's a Rotary wheel trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Rotary wheel trophy. So yeah, that's kind of cool that they're doing that. Yeah, 14-8 here, our halftime score. And again, we can talk about some games around the area last night. We gave you the Black Diamond Conference scores from last night, but some other interesting scores around the area in football last night, Billy, as in the River. Benton Rangers are still rolling along. They're unbeaten. They beat Harrisburg last night 30-7. How about Nashville? They're looking good as they were all over Carterville last night, 49-13.
Heron beat Massac 31-20. West Frankfort, they had to forfeit to Murfreesboro.
And then Anna Jonesboro and Pinckneyville, are they playing today? Is that a Saturday game today?
It could be.
Yeah, okay. Thought it might be. South 7 Conference last night, Carbondale all over Mount Vernon, 53-7. Cahokia, they're the real deal this year in the conference. They're still unbeaten. They beat Centralia 48-7, and it was Marion over Belleville-Altough 49-14. Cahokia Conference last night. This would have been an interesting game, a defensive battle. Breeze Central beat Salem 7-6.
Wow.
Yeah, 7-6. That game was scoreless at halftime. Freeburg beat Roxana last night 41-13. It was Chester over Carlisle 55-0, and Columbia over East Alton Wood River 42-12. And in the Little Illini Conference last night, it was Paris over Marshall by a score of 49-6. Robinson beat Newton 14-0. Couple Saturday afternoon games today in the Little Illini Conference. You've got Mount Carmel playing Olney today, and Casey Westfield playing Lawrenceville today as well. So we're not the only Saturday afternoon game today, Danny, or Billy, as you got some other ones going on as well.
I like Saturday afternoon games.
Yeah.
Not like I got a ton of stuff going on anyway. I get out of morning yard and weed eating.
Oh, now
see?
The truth comes out. Now, see, if Patty's watching or listening right now, she's going to be like, okay, that's why you want to go do it again.
She went to flea market or something in Creel Springs.
Really?
When you go to Creel Springs at a flea market, you need to go bad, don't you?
Are you saying that there's nothing down there at the flea market, or what? Well, you get yourself in trouble there.
The only time I've been to Creel Springs is business.
Okay.
I worked at the Harley shop, had a customer down there. Other than that, I didn't even know where Creel Springs is at.
It's south.
Yeah, it's south. She asked me last night. Yeah, she asked me last night, where's it at? Like you're going. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it. Thank you. Yeah.
I says down Lake Egypt someplace.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Well, the players are back out on the field, and they are doing a little bit of stretching, getting ready for a second half action here. We're got about a minute left on the clock before we kick things back off again for the second half of this one. So I'll tell you what, we will let you hear from some more of our great sponsors and back with more from Carl Malk Stadium in a moment.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
Back here at Carl Malk Stadium as second half action getting ready to start, as the Wolves will be kicking off to the Foxes. Foxes will be going towards the south end zone now. They put 12 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to see what happens.
Brady Thrain and Hunter Rhodes deep.
Bollmeyer going to kick it off here for the Wolves. He's the German transfer student. Kicks a line drive this time.
Thrain.
Thrain's got it. And he's going to be drugged down short of the 30-yard line. He's going to be at about the 28, and that's where the Foxes will put it into play. First and 10 here to start the second half. Got to get some offense going if you're a Foxes fan. They were held to less than 50 yards of total offense in that first half. You got to have more yards than that. And again, had it not been for the Middendorf defensive play,
yes,
Foxes might not have scored.
Illinois just beat Charlotte 24-14.
Well, the Illini needed a win, didn't they?
They needed one bad.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line. Leakey under center. He's going to hand it off, and he does, and the carry is by Pike.
I guess the new coach can't turn around first year, can he?
Run by number 14, David
Usually not.
Pike.
Usually not.
Everybody gets high hopes and expectations, though, you know.
Couple of wins already, though, for the Foxes this year, coming in 2-3 today. Gain of 5 on the play for Pike. Brings up 2nd and 5. Ball at the 33-yard line. And trying to get to the outside this time, but nowhere to run is Rhodes. Good pursuit defensively that time by the Wolves.
Loss of 1 on the play.
And Bo Probst
Third down.
made the tackle defensively for Flora, so he's doing it on both sides of the football there, Billy.
Yes, he is.
So keep an eye on him defensively as a potential defensive player of the game for Flora. He's in that linebacker position. Here's a handoff to Allen.
Well,
Allen,
he ain't getting nowhere
he's not
either.
getting anywhere either for sure. He's getting inside. Penetration is Gibson. And again, he's playing on both sides of the football for Flora, too. He's the other running back, and he made the defensive stop deep in Fox's territory. So a big play defensively by Gibson.
That's going to be fourth and
a quarter mile.
Yeah, 14.
Fourth down. For 45, Caleb Minador back to punt for Hamilton County.
Definitely a punting situation deep in your own territory.
Flora's going to end up with good field coverage.
That is a high kick and a short one at that. It's going to take a Flora bounce, and they are going to have really, really good position. They're going to be inside the Foxes' 40 as they bring the offensive unit back out. Again, we talk about football being a game of momentum just like basketball, and Flora has it right now. They've got the lead coming out of the locker room. They got the stop, and now they've got excellent field position at the 36-yard line. Knocking on the door, wanting more. Jace Helm, the quarterback, he's going to hand it off. And the pile moves forward some for Gibson.
The pile.
Yep.
Run by number 33, Hayden Gibson.
Gibson's a load in there. Gibson and Probst both.
2-yard gain on the play.
Give him 2 to bring up 2nd down and 8. I had Gibson for 46 yards rushing in the first half. Probst with 54. Probst scored the touchdown on the ground also for the Wolves. 9:25 to play here, third quarter, and this time it's Gibson again.
He's not going to get much.
Defensive line of scrimmage doing a pretty good job there by the Foxes of trying to plug the holes, you know.
Tackled by a majority of the defense.
So many of these high school football games are won on the line of scrimmage.
2-yard gain on the play.
And when you got guys that are big on the hoof, and you can open up some holes, it can make a big difference.
Yeah. 3rd and 8 here. Foxes can get good defense here. It'll be a quick 4 and out.
Well, it's probably going to be 4-down territory for sure. They wouldn't be punting it here if they don't make it. And here's a keeper by Helm, and he's going to get around the corner and going to be close to a first down, but I think going to be still a little sharp.
By number 11, Jace Helm.
Helm faked the pitch and then kept it. Went around the right side.
A gain of 4 on the play.
Going to leave him about a yard short.
Missed it, yeah.
It's 4th down.
Big play here, 4th down and 1. Big play for both teams. We mentioned what a pivotal game this is, really, for both teams. Flora coming in at 3-2, and the Foxes at 2-3. And they try to go up the gut. The Foxes stack him up. I don't think he got it either. Gibson was the ball carrier.
I think he got about the line of scrimmage, then started going backward.
Fox's defense.
From the angle here,
it's first down Foxes. They take over on downs.
It'll be a turnover
Wow, that's a big stand by Hamilton County as they plug the gaps. And the Foxes will take over the football, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Well, that could change the momentum again.
It could.
First down.
But now the Foxes got to find a way to move the football against what's been a pretty stingy Wolves defense so far. Brian Tackett does a good job up there at Flora. He's also the baseball coach. We've had him on the Sports Couch, our sports talk show, many times through the years. From the shotgun.
We're going to get some yards here. Almost a first down.
It's leaky, and they
8.
Give it to Allen, and Allen finds a lot of running room. Rumbles for about 9 yards there on that first carry.
An 8-yard gain on the play.
They're going to call it 8 yards, or they're going to call it 9 yards.
9 yards.
That's his second 9-yard carry of the game for Allen. 2nd and 1, ball now spotted at the 35-yard line. We're in the third quarter, 7:25 to play. And operating from the shotgun, it's Leakey. He's going to pitch it out this time. The ball is caught out there by Rhodes, and then Rhodes is going to get swarmed under. Didn't have much running room after he took that football there, Billy.
No, I'm not sure if he might have got back to the line. Looked like a loss according to where he's spotting it at. Yep.
Just wasn't much there.
A loss of 2 on the play. 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Well, it wasn't a clean catch.
No, it wasn't.
And so, therefore, he didn't have the momentum going the way he wanted to. 3rd down and 3, ball on the 33. Man in motion. Going to pass it this time over the middle, but it's thrown behind the intended receiver as it was.
Pass was intended for number 45, Caleb Minnendorf.
Minnendorf just couldn't reach back and grab that one.
4th down.
Got to lead the receiver, and that one didn't, unfortunately. If you're a Foxes fan.
Do you go for it here?
Boy, if you're deep in your own territory and you're trailing here, I don't know, 4th and 3. This is tough. It looks like they're going to. Yeah, it looks like they will, but
if they don't get it, it's going to be good.
They're rolling the dice here.
Good field spot for Flora.
Yep. Here is the handoff. They go to Allen, and no, Allen is going to be short. It's going to be Flora Wolves football. Flora's going to take over. He might have got one, but that's it. Flora's defense stacks them up.
I think he got back to line of scrimmage, didn't
So
he?
both teams have had stops here defensively. It'll be Flora football at the Foxes 35. 6:28 to play here in the third quarter. Nice little breeze coming in the booth now.
Where they are now.
Yeah.
It was hot earlier up here.
Yeah, it was real hot when we got done setting up, but it's feeling good now. All right, the Wolves have a single setback, and now they're going to roll out. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper this time, as holding on to the football was Helm. Jace Helm gets out to the left side. Really, I don't think he got but maybe a yard.
They've got a yard, but he didn't get much.
No.
Maybe inches.
Not much running room afforded to him by the Foxes defense that time. Yeah, when these two teams play in basketball this year, it's going to be an interesting matchup.
Yes, it will.
Flora and Hamilton County now in the Black Diamond. Shotgun again, and here's a handoff. This time to McGee, and McGee tries the right side, and again, Foxes
tackle on that.
Yeah.
By number 10, John McGee.
Yeah.
Brought down by number 45.
Well, again, we already have kind of solidified Middendorf as the defensive player of the game for the Foxes, and he adds to his resume right there, didn't he?
Got some tackle points, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Wolves school colors are orange and blue, but you don't see a whole lot of orange on their uniforms this afternoon. from the shotgun again as Helm wants to pass. He rolls out to the right. He looks, and he throws it across the middle, and the ball is knocked away incomplete there as the pass was intended for Hawkins.
Incomplete pass on the play.
Stops the clock with 4:57 to play here in the third quarter. Bring up 4th down and 11. So both defenses have stiffened somewhat here to start this third quarter. Fourth and 11. The Wolves with 3 receivers. They go to the left side. There's the receiver open. He catches the football. That is number 8. That is Eli Duke. And Duke catches the football. And he is up. They're going to give him a first down? I believe so. Let's see. Are they going to measure? He's right by the first down marker.
First down.
First down. Well, that was a big catch there by Eli Duke, an 8-yard grab, which results in the first down. First catch of the day for Duke. Gives the Wolves first down at the 25-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Single setback this time. As Helm is looking, he throws it over the middle. Wide open, nice pass, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Flora Wolves. Beautiful pass that time to Tolliver.
Malachi Tolliver.
Tolliver with the slant pattern there, and he was hit in stride on a great pass by Helm. As that results in a big touchdown play. Nice pass by Helm. They'll try to tack on the extra point here as Tolliver will be the holder after catching that play. And Bollmeyer will try to boot it through the uprights. And the snaps down, kicks up, and good. Got it across. The German transfer student does it. So Flora adds to their lead.
21-8.
21-8 with 4:24 to play here in the third quarter. Well, just when you thought the Foxes were going to stop them, all of a sudden the Wolves went to the air. They went to the air very effectively on back-to-back pass plays.
That momentum changed dramatic.
It changed in a hurry there.
Yes, it did.
Sure did. We'll take time out and be back with more of this kickoff upcoming.
Beautiful, spacious skies, purple mountains, and amber waves. For more than 70 years, Shelter Insurance has protected families as they've lived, laughed, and loved all of life's beauty. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent Melissa Walden.
Back here at Karl Mach Stadium, well, after a slant pattern catch by Eli Duke gave the Wolves a first down at the 25-yard line. They struck again right after that on the touchdown pass to Tolliver, and all of a sudden the Wolves have extended their lead here to 21-8 as they will now kick it off to the Foxes. So we are late in the third quarter as Bollmeyer puts the toe to it. It's a ground ball kick this time, picked up by the Foxes. A little bit of run. Look out.
Brady, go.
Brady Thrain is on his horse.
He is on the way.
They will not catch him. Brady Thrain with a touchdown.
Brady Thrain.
He picked that up at about the 20-yard line and ran it back some 80 yards for the touchdown. And boy, what do we say about momentum?
Yeah.
He just ran right through the Flora kickoff protection. Yeah, we'll call it an 80-yard return. It was a ground ball, which sometimes, they fumble those, particularly when the ball is wet.
I was just getting ready to say, especially with it being wet, them ground balls, nothing good comes out of them most of the time.
Brady Thrain picked it up very accurately, nestled it tight to his body, and then streaked to the end zone, 80 yards. Foxes will go for the extra point now. They roll out on the pass.
Oh, get in there, get in there.
He dives for the pylon. Oh, he dove for the pylon, but I don't know that he made it.
He waved it off.
The fans from McLeansboro all think he's in. But nope, they are not going to give it to him.
Maybe we need replay in high school.
Yeah. Knee must have been down is all I can say.
No good.
21-14 is our score. Now the Foxes will kick it off to Flora. Well, they finding in a bottle there on that return by Brain. That was pretty impressive.
The score now, Flora 21, Hamilton County 14.
And we'll be back with more in a moment.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
Back here at Karl Mach Stadium, we definitely saw the ball hit the pylon. The question is, did he still have control of the football whenever it hit the pylon, or was his knee down beforehand? Not sure exactly how the official ruled on it, but it is not a two-point conversion. So it stays 21-14 as the Foxes will kick off here after the touchdown. Here is a little reversal this time.
We've got a hole down on 36. Right there, 36 Flora. There's a hole right there. They didn't call it.
Hawkins was the carrier.
Jacob Hawkins.
As Hawkins returns it up to about the 25-yard line.
Ball is placed at the 25-yard line. First down.
I could referee at this group. They don't call anything.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't like to throw flags back in your day, so
no.
yeah, you'd fit right in with this
I'd
crew.
fit right in.
Okay, all right. That's Billy Rockett.
Wade Thomas asked me one time at halftime, he said, Billy, how many flags do you throw in football? And I said, none. He started making fun of me, and I said, you want me to start throwing them the second half? No, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay.
All right, Helm from the shotgun for the Wolves. He's going to hand it off, and there's a big loss on the play. Holy cow. Man, that was read all the way by Elijah Middendorf. Big Elijah said, you're going down, big boy. Elijah is 6'1", 320. He's just a sophomore for the Foxes. 320.
Wow.
He's been eating some of Danny Ounsleman's meat.
He has. That's a big boy. Not his fried chicken, though.
No.
Danny don't like fried chicken.
He stays away from the chicken, doesn't he?
Yeah, poor Danny.
Well, you don't get to be 320 by eating chicken.
No.
All right, back to pass. It's Helm. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it's wide open.
Grain-fed steaks is what it is.
Across the 40-yard line on the catch that time, and once again, that is Cole Young. Nice play.
For a Wolves first down.
And,
your name did come up in conversation this week.
Did it? Hope it was good. That's a 21-yard gain there by Young on the pass play.
Why does Randy always want to dog me about fried chicken for? I said, I don't know, but he likes to.
Oh, it's just funny. It's just a fascinating story, I think. How somebody could go 36 years without eating chicken. I mean, that's all I'm saying. 3:08 to play here in the third quarter. Man in motion for the Wolves. Helm's going to hand it off as across the ball comes loose. Ball comes loose, but did they whistle it dead?
I'm just now hearing a whistle, so I don't know.
We'll let the officials sort it out here.
Run by number 36, Probst.
Yeah, I believe that Danny must have provided some of his prize beef to Mr. Middendorf because he's 320 pounds.
Yeah.
So. He's been eating.
It was good steaks, though.
Oh, everything's good. Two receivers wide to the left from the shotgun. Helm again.
Oh,
yeah, it's a bad snap. He's got to get back and cover it. Fox's defense seems to be a little fired up here now. I think they got a little chip on their shoulder by not getting that call on the pylon. That breeze is feeling pretty good coming through right
On the
now.
play. It's third down.
Third down and 18 for Flora. Ball on their own 35-yard line. Probably going to try to throw it again. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Helm's going to air it out. Oh. And it's just a little too far.
By number 11, Jace Helm.
As he was airing it out for sure that time, as it was tended for Tolliver. Tolliver had hauled in the 25-yard touchdown pass earlier, but couldn't come up with it that time. So to be 4th down and long. And I think they're going to punt this time. Yep. Looks like Helm's going to be back there to punt it. Yes, he will. He gets rid of it barely. It's a short punt. And it's going to take Fox's bounce a bit. And Hamilton County's going to have it. Pretty good field position here, Billy, at their about their own 44-yard line. Huh? Yep.
44-yard line.
Minute and a half
down,
left to play in the quarter. We got us a good ball game going on here now. It's 21-14. See if the Foxes' offense can get something going. Flora's defense has been pretty stingy today. 3 receivers to the right this time for the Foxes. Oh, that's a high snap, and they throw it out. And it's short.
Pass by number 5, Grady Lee.
Intended for Middendorf.
To number 45, Caleb Middendorf.
They've had 2 or 3 like that today.
Mm-hmm. Just didn't quite step into that throw. You were talking about future games that the Foxes have. They still have Cesar-Valliere and still have Fairfield on their schedule. Of course, they'll get the forfeit win later on against Vienna. Here is a handoff. And up the middle, and that's a pretty good game. That's a real good game by the Foxes as that handoff was to Allen.
That run will be good enough for
he had all kinds of running room that time. About a 14-yard gain that time by Allen. And that is the longest running play from scrimmage today.
And
for
see,
the Foxes.
Flora, they're going to want this win because then they've got Vienna,
right,
which will be their 5th win if they would win today.
Right.
And then they got Cesar and Carmine.
Exactly.
I tell you what, you run up against Cesar and Carmine this year, and that could be a buzzsaw.
Gain on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, you know, Carmine gave Fairfield all they wanted, of course. And, of course, they narrowly beat the Foxes in what was a good football game. That was a 4-yard gain by Allen, brings up 2nd down and 6. Ball's on the 37-yard line. We got 31 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Foxes on the move. And there's a pitch out to the left. There's a little bit of running room out there by Rhodes as he gets close to a 1st down. Let's see where they spot it. He needed 6. Did he get it? He got it. It is a 1st down.
1st down.
Rhodes with a rushing TD already today. And that 6-yard carry puts him up over 20 yards total rushing today. And we're going to have a timeout. Well, actually, that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. End of the 3rd quarter. It is Flora 21 and Hamilton County 14. And we'll be back with more in just a moment.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. As farmers have had to reimagine themselves, so have the companies they work with. At Pioneer Seed, their teams are dedicated to serving farmers year-round with the most advanced technologies and localized expertise. They are committed to adapting with the changing industry to serve you today, tomorrow, and years from now. Christopher Johnson is ready to work side by side with you in the most complex and rewarding industry on earth, farming. Christopher Johnson, your Pioneer Seed representative.
All right, back here at Karl Marx Stadium, we've got 12 minutes left on the clock in this ball game, and the Foxes are driving. They're first and 10 on the Flora 29-yard line, trailing it by 7, 21-14. Let's see what they do here on first down. They got a big pile in the middle.
Arian Allen
nothing
on the
doing.
carry.
Yeah, nothing doing that time.
Arian Allen. 2-yard gain on the play.
Picked up 2. He's making a statement for offensive player, too.
Well, he is. He's offensively, he's gained the most yardage in the game so far for the Foxes. Rhodes had the touchdown on the ground earlier in the game, so it's kind of a toss-up between the two of them right now. From the shotgun, here is the handoff by Rhodes.
Run by the Foxes, number 22, Hunter Rhodes. Be a loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down.
Good pursuit by Flora on the play, though.
Third and 9.
Only 1 turnover in this game so far. That was when Middendorf took the football away from Flora.
That's got to be
on the field.
offsides or something there.
Yeah, I was wondering if they ran out of time on that play. The officials are conferring.
I just heard whistles. I didn't see no flags.
Yep.
They're like me, ain't they?
Well, I think that perhaps timeout was called before they were going to get a delay call. I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
They saw that the delay was going to happen, and they timeout to keep from getting that penalty. So we'll be back with more in a moment.
If you're looking for a weekend getaway or a unique vacation out in the wilderness and in a rustic environment, you need to try the Cedar Hill River Cabins. Located along the Ohio River just 5 miles from Elizabethtown, it's a great escape with nature and yet all the comforts of home. The Cedar Hill River Cabins, you got to see them for yourselves. There's 7 different cabins to choose from and everything you need to have a wonderful getaway. Find out more information by going on their website at cedarhillrivercabins.com.
All right, back to live action here. 3rd down and 9. Ball on the 28-yard line. Fox is from the shotgun here. Leakey looks to pass. He does, and it is almost intercepted, as it was intended for Middendorf, and back there covering for the Wolves was Tolliver.
This was intended for number 45, Caleb Middendorf.
Tolliver went up and made a good defensive play for Flora. And that's going to be 4th down and 9. Here we go, 4th down and 9. Big play for the Foxes. Got a receiver out to the right and to the left. It's going to be a pass this time by the halfback, and it's intercepted. It's going to be a turnover as the Wolves have it, as it is intercepted on the play by Jacob Hawkins. Hawkins with the interception for the Wolves.
Pass was intercepted by Flora's number 13, Jacob Hawkins.
And that is a big play by Hawkins, because that stops a drive deep in Flora territory. Flora will take over with 10:13 to play, and that puts Hawkins in the run for Defensive Player of the Game for Flora. Wouldn't you say, Billy?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Let's see what Flora does offensively now. They'll operate from the shotgun again, as Helm will take it, and he'll hand the ball off to Gibson.
Run by number 33, Hayden Gibson.
Short gain on the play. We'll give him 3 yards for Gibson.
2nd and 7, 9:48 to go.
Play. 2nd down.
Got Gibson for 51 yards on the game here. Receiver on each side as they operate from the shotgun. They're going to hand it off again, though, to Gibson. Gibson, ball is loose. And it's recovered by the Foxes.
The Foxes recover. Foxes football.
Big play there. Not sure if it was 12 or 18 that came away with it. It was either Flanagan or Leighton Karcher that came up with the football. Either way, Foxes have it back.
The 38-yard line. So that's decent field.
Plenty of time in this football game. 9:31 left to play. A lot of time left. From the shotgun, here is a handoff. It's to Allen again.
Run by the Foxes, number 8, Arian Allen. A 2-yard gain on the
Probst
play.
in on the stop.
2nd down.
I've watched football for years. I don't understand it like basketball. I've watched it at the high school level, flag football. I've watched it at the college level, pros level. And why coaches run it up the middle when you've just lined up about 20 players there, I'll never, ever know.
Well, if everybody will do their job blocking, good things will happen.
You've lined up 3/4 of your 22 players out there right there in that middle, and they'll run it right in there. And
back to pass this time. Nothing there. Now he throws it, and it is complete, but it's a very short pass completion to Karcher.
Pass complete to number
3 or 4 yards.
Leighton Karcher.
34. It's on the 34.
Be a 2-yard gain.
2 yards.
Yeah, 2-yard gain, bring up 3rd down and 6 from the 34-yard line. Yeah, watch.
Penalty marker on the field.
Yeah, what was that about?
Be a
false start on
the
it.
Foxes. A 5-yard penalty.
Well, we haven't seen any of those in this game, but that comes at a bad time if you're a Foxes fan. Makes it 3rd down and 11 and pushes the football back to the 40-yard line. Well, that may change your play call here, too, because instead of a running play, you may feel like you got to pass it. We'll see. 3rd down, 11. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 in the slot. Single setback, 1 to the left. Yep, he is going to pass it. It's Leakey rolling out to the right. He's going to heave it downfield, and contact was made, but ball goes through
incomplete pass.
The webbing there.
Grady Leakey. Pass was intended for number 22, Hunter Rhodes.
Yeah, it was intended for Rhodes down there. I thought for a moment that he got maybe pushed from behind a little bit, but I think the defender just simply fell down. So that'll bring up 4th down and 11.
I was hoping for pass interference.
Well, I mean, it kind of looked like there was contact, but maybe it was incidental contact. But the defender did fall down. Rhodes had a chance to catch it, but couldn't.
4th and 11.
You would think they'll pass again, and yes, he's looking to pass. And Flora pursues. And that's a big sack that time.
He's just not getting enough protection.
Big play that time by Jeffrey Mitchell.
Play by number 18, Jeffrey Mitchell. There'll be a turnover on downs.
Mitchell with the big sack, and it puts his name in the hat, too, for the
Gonna have it
defensive
about
player.
almost midfield.
Yeah, you look at some of these big defensive stops, big defensive plays by Flora. I mean, you can look at Gibson, you can look at Mitchell. Couple different guys that have made big defensive stops for the Wolves in key situations. So you can put them in the argument for defensive player of the game if you're looking at the Flora side here. We're going to pick an offensive and defensive player of the game for both teams as part of the Rotary competition tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, as a handoff for the Wolves goes to Probst.
Run by Flora, number 36, Probst. Tackled by number 8, Arian Allen.
If you're Flora, you just want to chew up some clock.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
do with 7:20 to go.
Mm-hmm. You got the lead, you got the football, you
get
just
enough
want to chew it up.
First downs, to.
Right. Snap
Bad
hits the ground.
snap.
They're going to throw it. That they're going to call pass interference, but I thought that the defender had his head turned away. I don't think he looked back at the ball.
It hit Rhodes in the back.
Yeah.
I don't know how
and Rhodes was not looking back at the football.
How was that pass interference?
He was face guarding the receiver. It's going to go against the Foxes, though, and it's going to give a great field position to the Wolves, that's for sure.
The penalty will be pass interference on number 22, Hunter Rhodes.
So Flora will have the ball deep in
Be an automatic Flora first down.
Fox's territory. They'll spot it at the 38. 1st and 10 after the interference call there. Here is the quarterback keeper as Helm rumbles to the right side, and
Run by number 11, Jace
he
Helm.
almost picks up a first down.
I was going to say he about got 10 yards. I'm not sure.
Jace Helm is very capable of that. He has done that in some earlier games this year for Flora.
And see, them plays like that will eat up your clock.
Yeah, picks up 9 yards, clock running with 6:33 left in the game. Wolves clinging to a 21-14 lead here. Helm from the shotgun again. He hands it off to Gibson. Gibson spins.
Mittendorf got him again.
Ball is loose. But I think they blew the whistle ahead of time. He was down. Foxes are punching at the football,
Caleb
trying to get it
Mittendorf.
back. And there's a flag probably for unsportsmanlike conduct that comes in late after the play. That will probably go against the Foxes for unsportsmanlike. Let's see. There's a second one. Yep, got to keep your mouth shut, guys. You just got to watch it. They just threw a second flag. That's going to be 2 of them. Yep.
They've got the Foxes fans fired up.
Now they just threw a player out of the game.
Or a coach, I don't know.
Yeah, I believe they just threw one of the Foxes players out of the game. You got to learn when to keep your mouth shut. Yep, you're not happy with the call. Yep, you don't agree. But whether you're talking basketball, baseball, football, you got to learn when to zip it. Yep, Middendorf was a one toss from the game. Well, you hate to see this happen late in a football game when the game is still up in the air. Now they mark off the yardage, and again, it's 2 penalties, not 1. It's 2.
So is it 2 5-yards or?
Yeah, 2 of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
It's unsportsmanlike 5 or?
Yeah, I believe it's 5. And then you had Middendorf toss from the game.
Timeout on the field. Timeout charged to Hamilton County.
So the Foxes called timeout. They've got to kind of regroup here a little
Second
bit. Kind of
timeout of the half.
tone things down a little bit. Get their heads back on, and still got some football to play. You got 6 minutes left in this football game.
Yeah.
There's still a lot can happen. We'll be back with more in a moment.
A reminder to stick around.
This broadcast is made possible by Barnard Soil Service, located in Wayne City, offering multiple services to the farming community, including crop input recommendations, custom application, field records, seed test plots, seed treatment, soil testing, and much more. Barnard Soil Service is located at 303 East Smith Street in Wayne City, and their phone number is 895-2116. Additional details available on the company website at barnards.com. Barnard Soil Service in Wayne City.
All right, back here to live action.
Number 36, Probst, tackled by Leighton Karcher.
On a 2nd down and 10 play.
Lead no gain on the play. 2nd down.
There was no gain by the Wolves as they ran it to the right. It's actually 2nd goal from the 5 for Flora as they're knocking on the door again. Under center is Helm. Helm is going to hand it off up the left side. Getting closer to the goal line that time. On the carry that time was Gibson.
Run by number 33, Hayden Gibson.
Gibson picks up 3 yards, gets it down to the 2. 3rd down and goal for Flora from the 2-yard line. They got 2 receivers out to the right, 2 out to the left. They come in a spread formation this time. Man is in motion. And they want to try to throw it, and they do, and it's caught out there. Another touchdown grab by Cole Young.
Touchdown pass by number 11, Jace Helm. Caught by number 18, Jeffrey Mitchell.
Oh, was that Mitchell on the catch? I thought that was Young. I could have swore I saw 15, but maybe it was 18. Hard to see the numbers all the way across the field from here. Either way, it's a 2-yard touchdown pass by Helm, and the point after coming up. Flora adds to their lead. The kick is up, and it's a beauty. Boy, he boomed that one, didn't
he did. That last one just barely crawled through the uprights.
Yeah.
On height a while ago, but that in there it was a good looking one.
28-14.
4:39 to go.
Well, the momentum just kind of left the building, even though we're outside.
Yeah, they let the air out of the balloon.
Some of the Foxes players did not agree with one of the calls and said a few things they shouldn't have said, and that just kind of escalated from there, and you hate to see that. But that's kind of what's taking place here this afternoon. As we'll have the ensuing kickoff now by the Wolves.
Number 21, Bollmeyer, set to kick for the Wolves.
Well, if Bollmeyer booms this one like he did the extra point, he may kick it over their head.
Mm-hmm. Man, we can get another run back.
A little bit of a squib kick that time. It's a short one. And it's fielded and come across the 40-yard line with the play.
Darian Pike
moves the pile.
He got a few yards, didn't he?
He did all right. Pike on the return. Puts the Foxes in pretty reasonable condition here. As they'll start it at just over the 45-yard line.
46-yard line. 1st and 10.
4:25 left in the game. The problem is they need 2 scores.
Yep.
You're down 2 touchdowns. That's the issue here. That last touchdown was kind of the nail if you're.
And then the Foxes only have 1 timeout left.
Both teams with a lot of players playing both ways. That was a high snap, but did a good job of gathering that one in. Was Leakey. Throws it over the middle.
Pass by number 5, Grady Leakey. Pass was intended to number 11.
Incomplete.
2nd down.
Intended for Futrell. 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 4:17 left. Alabama got a big game tonight?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they do. I'm not really an Alabama fan, but I think they got one. That snap goes through the wickets. Good job of picking it up and throws it, but it's incomplete.
I thought I heard these boys say they play Ole Miss.
Yeah, I believe that's right. I think it is Ole Miss.
Pass was intended to number 22, Hunter Rhodes. Ole Miss.
Yeah, they play Ole Miss.
Yep.
Alabama's losing 2 tonight.
Do what?
2 Alabama's losing.
Oh. PA announcer said that's who Alabama's losing to tonight.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
So you don't like Alabama or you like Ole Miss? Or?
I like anybody that's playing Alabama.
Anybody that's playing Alabama, okay.
Yeah, that's the way I am with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I like the Cubs and whoever plays the Cardinals.
You know, I haven't given.
I got a kick. He got a kick out of that.
I haven't given you enough grief about the Cubs yet this afternoon.
I got a AAA team now.
I know. You can't even tell who the players are.
No,
anymore.
me neither.
It's bad. Scrambling and keeping it across the 50-yard line on the quarterback keeper that time is Leakey.
Run by number 5, Grady Leakey.
But the 4 or 5 position players, I'm not crying about. The Cubs' batting average as a team is higher than it was.
Is that right?
It's the pitchers that it's the pitchers that I miss.
Well, I mean, you had to be surprised that they cleaned house the way they did. I mean, they got rid of a lot of payroll, yeah, but boy, I mean, they just all the star power was traded away. I mean, did that surprise you as a Cub fan?
I don't know. It's hard. Yes and no. It was a yes and no deal.
Meanwhile, the Cardinals made some key moves, some key trades down the stretch, and that's really paid dividends for them. And they're going to the playoffs Wednesday.
Here's my personal take on it. Bryant wasn't going to sign because of his agent.
Yeah, got it.
Play will result in a turnover on
And
Flora football.
Flora will take over on downs after the incomplete pass by the Foxes.
I'm tired of watching Baez swing at pitches that's 8 feet out of the strike zone. And Rizzo's lazy. He's the laziest first baseman in both leagues.
Okay.
I don't know how many times you see a ball hit to Goldsmith or somebody else, Brandon Belt or somebody like that, and they take it to first. Rizzo stands out there and throws it to the pitcher. You can't be wearing them pitchers down like that. You've got to hustle to first base and do it yourself.
Wolves going to keep it on the ground as they just want to try to run out the clock here as they'll go to Probst on the carry. He goes off left tackle and picks up a few yards.
2-yard gain on the play. 2nd down.
Probst had 54 yards rushing in the first half. They haven't had to use him as much here in the second half. Of course, he's been a pretty good stalwart on defense for the Wolves this afternoon as well. Yeah, him and Gibson going both ways.
They can get a first down here. They'll probably just run the clock out.
Yeah, 2:43 left here. It was a seesaw game here this afternoon. We had some lead changes and some interesting plays.
But who would have thought the Cardinals would win 17 games in a row? That let the air out of Cincinnati sails. That let the air out of Philadelphia sails. And
run by number 36, Probst.
Probst on the carry again. Picks up a couple more yards. I never expected them to win 17 games in a row. I don't think anybody
No, and it's going to be horrible if they go to L.A. and get beat that one game. So that's why I don't know if the wild card playoff game needs to be one game or not. If you go more, you got other teams waiting in the wings for a long time.
Yeah. Well, there's kind of two ways to look at that. The Cardinals have certainly earned the opportunity to be there by winning the 17 games in a row and getting back to that point. But on the other hand, is it fair to somebody like L.A. to win 103 games and then have it all come down to one game?
I know.
Do or die.
I know.
You know, so there's probably got to be a happy medium in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Here is the pitch to Probst. Probst gets to the outside, spins for a first down. He's still on his horse.
Still going, ain't he?
He's a strong runner.
Sports, this is the way I look at sports. I take sports one day at a time. I want to get into playoffs and get my T-shirt, my hat, my new hoodie, and then we'll worry about something else later on down the road. But I want to get in that playoff.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Whatever it takes to do it, and if it's one game or if it's 18.
Yeah.
Minute 23 left to play. Flora doing a good job of keeping it on the ground and chewing up the yardage and run the clock. The clock is on their side here.
I don't know if the Cardinals would want to play San Francisco or not. It's tough to win in that ballpark.
Well, I think that it comes down to who do you want to face in a one-game playoff. Do you want to face Gausman of the Giants, or do you want to face Scherzer of the Dodgers? And here's a fun fact for you. Since joining the Dodgers, Max Scherzer is 7-0 with an ERA of 1.43.
Yeah, that's tough.
So for my money, I would rather play the Giants in one game and take my chances against Gausman than I would Scherzer. I just don't think it's going to end well, but we'll see. We'll find out Wednesday.
You don't ever know.
We'll find out Wednesday. Yep. One more snap, and this one will be over with. 34 seconds left as the Wolves don't really have to run a play per se. They can they go into the victory formation, and they take the knee, and that's going to be the ball game. Flora Wolves are going to prevail here by a score of 28-14. A very spirited football game here this afternoon at Karl Mach Stadium. Hope that you've enjoyed it, whether you're a Flora fan or a Foxes fan. 28-14 is the final. And we will be passing along some final stats here for you in just a moment. Let us play a few more words from some of our sponsors, and then we'll be right back.
Renshaw Title and Abstract has been purchased by Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and has reopened under its new name, Mount Vernon Title Company. Through the resources of Olson & Reeves, Mount Vernon Title Company offers title insurance and title examinations for residential and commercial properties, as well as deed preparation, closing, signings, and escrow services. If you're involved in a real estate transaction, depend on Mount Vernon Title Company at 1015 Broadway, downtown Mount Vernon. You can call them at 316-7322. That's 316-7322.
Considering a visit to a chiropractor? Wait no longer. Come to Watkins Family Chiropractic next to the post office in McLeansboro, or call for an appointment at 643-3833. For the past 12 years, Dr. Brett Watkins has been serving the community. He offers acupuncture and chiropractic adjustments for sciatic nerve pain, headache, muscle ache, and overall general health. In addition, Dr. Watkins carries a full range of vitamins. Most insurance cards are accepted. Watkins Family Chiropractic is a proud supporter of the High School Sports Videocast Network.
I can live with that. That's fine.
Who's 15? Yeah, we can live with that. We 15 offensive. Yeah, we can go for the Fox.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
No, that's a good play. I'll go with that. Hey, we are back here at Karl Mach Stadium, where we're going to have presentation of the Rotary Trophy here, as it's the first annual event between the Flora Wolves and the Hamilton County Foxes. And this Rotary Award will be presented, and there'll be an offensive and defensive player of the game presented for both teams. And we'll follow along with the PA announcer as he announces it here this afternoon.
We would like to present that at this time to the Flora Wolves. Congratulations, Flora. The championship game next year will be at Flora.
So something similar that they do between Carmi and Fairfield, with having a Rotary Trophy each year as well between those two, who have been playing football for over 100 years against each other.
For the Rotary Club Offensive Player of the Game for Flora, it'll be number 15, Cole Young.
Cole Young is the offensive player of the game for the Flora Wolves.
Player of the game for Hamilton County will be Brady Thrain.
And Brady Thrain is the offensive player of the game for the Foxes because of the 84-yard touchdown return on the kickoff. Cole Young had a 35-yard touchdown reception for Flora.
Number 18, Jeffrey Mitchell.
Jeffrey Mitchell is a defensive player of the game for the Flora Wolves.
And the defensive player of the game for Hamilton County, number 74, Elijah Menendorf.
Elijah Menendorf, big 320 pounds of him, is the defensive player of the game for the Foxes.
Once again, we would like to thank Sam Wilson and both the Flora and McLeansboro Rotary Clubs for the plaques given out today to both teams.
28-14 is your final. What else you want to add here, Billy Boy?
What do you say? I was over here helping the PA announcer getting these offense and defense guys.
We presented the offensive and defensive players of the game, and what's your final thoughts on the game today?
I think we're pretty accurate on the offense and defense parts of the game. And like Tom said over here, that whole line of Floors was on their defense was strong.
It was.
So the momentum, it swung both ways. It swung more Floors' way than it did Hamilton County's way.
Yeah.
And there was a couple times, that they capitalized on that. We got to see Brady Thrain take an 84-yarder,
or at least an 84-yard kickoff return. Yeah,
and that was impressive to see.
It was,
so
for sure, no doubt about that. Yep, and then also you had Middendorf grab the ball out of Flora players' hands, like a loaf of bread, and race down the sideline, which set up an important touchdown at the time for the Foxes.
Yeah, and they was, that put them right in the ball game there because the momentum was going Flora's way then. But overall, it was a pretty good ball game. Flora come out with a 14-point win. And like I said earlier, Flora's going to like us, Black Diamond. We as Black Diamond people is going to like them.
Yeah. And Flora puts themselves in a position to, challenge for a playoff spot now. They're now 4-2 on the season, and they still have games left with. They're going to get their 5th win with Vienna, and then they're going to play Cesarvalier and Carmi.
Yeah.
So,
and they could see where's that Carmi game at? They could get to Carmi.
Yeah, they're going to get.
It's at home. It's at home. So. So, Carmi's going to have their best game on her.
Yeah, Carmi's going to have to go up to Dancy Field and win at Flora. So,
And I don't think it's going to take I think anybody 5 wins is going to get in. IHSA's under so much ridicule on everything that I don't think they want to make anybody else mad. That's just my thoughts.
Could be, could be. Well, we hope you've enjoyed it here on a rainy Saturday afternoon as the Flora Wolves prevail on the road here at Hamilton County, beating the Foxes by a score of 28-14. And for Billy Rockett, this is Randy Olson saying thanks for watching and so long from McLeansboro.